2 files, no common key. Different data, different formats. This is an hour in Power Query, and I just did it in one prompt with the brand new Claude Fable. Now, if we haven't met yet, I'm Mike. I'm a senior finance leader, and over the last decade, I've helped automate more than 150,000 hours out of finance processes. Anthropic launched a new model today called Claude Fable 5. It's a tier above Opus. And of everything I test on launch day, this is the result that matters most for analysts. It can do real data modeling work. And by the way, if you want the prompts, templates, and skills that I use in this and all my other videos, then click the link in the description to get access to my entire AI library. I'll also send you my free weekly newsletter, Finance AI Insider, with tips, tricks, and hacks just like this. So click the link in the description to get started. Here's the job. My point of sale file has 150,000 individual transactions with quantities but no dollar amounts. My general ledger file has monthly revenue in dollars but no transaction counts. I've got other files with mapping, with price lists, what have you. The metric I actually want, revenue per transaction by location, doesn't exist in either file. Someone has to build that bridge. Now you've hit this exact wall. Every acquisition, every system migration, every time someone forwards you a tracker and asks, can you tie this to the GL? The files rarely share a clean key. The months are spelled differently. One file is at transaction level and the other is monthly. Now the Power Query routine is muscle memory for a lot of us. Merge queries, fix the month formats, group to monthly grain, create the relationship, write the measure. An hour when nothing fights you and something always fights you. Now here's exactly how this works in Claude. So here we are. I'm going to be working in Claude Desktop for this purpose. And again, a note, Fable is only available with paid Claude subscriptions. I'm on a Claude Pro subscription here. You will not see what I'm about to show you on free. You just need any version of paid from entry level all the way up to enterprise. That's what you need. So where to find the new Fable model? We'll click on our dropdown right here next to Opus. And here's what we'll see. Haiku, Sonnet, Opus, and Fable 5. As it says right here, Opus is for complex tasks, Fable is for your toughest challenges, and as I already mentioned, it's included until June 22nd. So let's see how much we can throw at it. So I'm going to come to our coffee shop files, and I'm going to give it a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to give it is a profit and loss statement. The second is a point of sale statement. We'll throw those in there, and then I'm going to just toss a couple random mapping tables at it to see if it knows what to do with them. All right, and here is a random mapping table for these two files with some price lists and other things. We'll throw that at it. So all I'm doing is I am giving it 3 files. Normally we would have to do a bunch of manipulation in Power Query to bring these together. I'm just giving it a couple of data sets that don't have a clean join, a mapping table, and I'm going to say, hey, can you figure out how to piece all of this together? I also want to point out, as I mentioned, this is a lot more token hungry than Opus is. You'll see right down here the comment, Fable is the most capable model and draws down usage twice as fast as Opus. Now, in my experience, I wouldn't say it's anywhere even close to twice as fast, but it is noticeably bigger than Opus. Maybe twice as much as Sonnet. I'm not seeing twice as much. Certainly is a possibility. The thing is, Fable is faster to get to answer, so sometimes it's almost using less tokens because it gets to the answer quicker and easier than Opus does. So with that in, let's go ahead and put our prompt in. Now for testing purposes, as I go to put a prompt in, I'm going to give it a really vague prompt because Anthropic's claim is that this model can figure it out from really basic prompts. I need to do some financial analysis. I have given you 3 data sets for the F9 Finance coffee shop. I need to be able to do an in-depth analysis, understanding things like my cost per transaction, my average check, and none of the data is living in the same files. Please give me the best analysis possible and don't come back and ask me any questions. I want you to figure it all out for yourself. All right, there we go. That's going to be our continuous thing for Fable. Anthropic's claim is that this can handle queries essentially on its own. Only thing I'll fix, I'll come back, I'll call this actual F9, and we will send it off, and we will let Claude do its magic. It'll be interesting to see if for some reason we run out of tokens during this session. Fable is working away. I think it's interesting. I've never seen the term excavated. We've excavated disparate data sets to synthesize comprehensive financial metrics. So far, Fable is certainly more verbose. We're using some SAT words there. But so far, it's inspecting the uploaded files, it's figuring out what's in them, and then it's running some commands to figure all this out. This is a broad prompt. These are messy data sets. They're unconnected, while also kind of being connected. I'm really interested to see what this comes back with. So it's gone through, it's found that the point of sale revenue ties to the GL to the penny. That's good news and also kind of rare. The pricing map is the bridge. Now it's running the full analysis, doing unit economics, margins by location, and a bunch of other things. Very interested to see what it comes back with. And I'll tell you, this thing is really spending some time thinking. I'd say it's a little bit slower than Opus, which makes sense with how powerful this model is. It's not dramatically slower than Opus with how much it's going through this. It's definitely noticeably slower than Sonnet, but that would be expected with all the multi-step reasoning. And I also gave it a really broad prompt. So far, though, you would expect it to be slower. It's not tremendously slower than Opus. All right, and our analysis is coming back. It looks like it put it into an XLSX format. Wow, I certainly now see why it was going slow. Look at all of these tabs. Let me pull this over and see just how far it goes. So there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does it even keep going beyond that? 9. So there's 9 different tabs in here for the full analysis. Can't say I'm totally thrilled with the formatting itself. Of course, we're looking at it in an artifact, but it did even more than we asked. So it's doing the metrics. So it did the data analysis. It found ways to blend the data. It cleaned the data, made sure it was good to use. It looks like it did a validation step to make everything else trustworthy, and it validated. And then it gave us the entire analysis. Workbook has an executive summary, a unit economics tab with every per transaction metric, category and daypart mix, and the underlying data tabs. Wow, how cool is that? But now if we really want to talk about replacing something like a Power Query, obviously the analysis part is way beyond Power Query, but we just automated the entire data cleansing and data joining step. But what if we wanted to make sure that that could happen every time? Well, Fable's supposed to be very capable with those kind of creative solutions, so let's give it the challenge. This is great, but I want to be able to do these joins on my data files every single month. Build me a mini app that can accomplish this. If there's a better way to stabilize it, feel free to suggest. But aside from suggesting better solutions, don't ask me any questions. All right, so now we're going to say, hey, build an application that can basically be this Power Query now that you know what our data is like. And if you have a better idea, let us know, but don't ask questions. Figure this all out on your own. We'll send that away. And here's where we really see if Fable has the capability to replace the tool like Power Query. All right, so it has decided it's going to go with the application. You'll see right here, it started using JavaScript, JSX, and it's building a monthly close mini app that can take the files, auto detect what's in them, join, reconcile, analyze, export, and it's giving us all of the JavaScript code right now. And then in theory, it's going to pop out that application. And just look, now I talked before about how the full analysis and processing felt a little slower than Opus. Turns out that's because it was doing more work, but look how fast it's writing the code. I have never seen Opus or Sonnet write code this fast. It is just flying out. How cool is that? And it planned it. The entire planning process here was 45 seconds maybe, and now it's just going to town on the code. Definitely a noticeable change from prior models. Oh my goodness, and look at this. Here is the app. Not only did it build an application, it even pulled in my correct brand colors. Now, it would know that I have some skills in here, but I never told it to do that. It just decided that on its own. I have never seen Sonnet or Opus do that without me telling it to call the skill or without me telling it to use certain colors. So it's saying for point of sale transactions, I need a file here. I need a GL and P&L file. I need mappings. It looks like I can just click this button to choose the files right here. Look at that. This is going to come right up to select my files. Here's how it works. And it looks like once the files are in, it's going to run it. The app is great for a quick monthly check. 2 things would make it more durable. So it's even got some suggestions for what it can do. And then it can also build some cowork skill versions because it's basically recommending that we move this into cowork, which would be the right decision. But here is an entire application fully coded in JavaScript in under 2 minutes and planned in 30 to 45 seconds. Now that is an absolute leap ahead of Opus. And now here's the honest limit. If you need a scheduled refresh inside a governed Power BI model that 40 people consume, Power Query still owns that job. This replaces the ad hoc joins, the one-time analyses, the can you tie these two files together by end of the day requests, which, if your inbox looks anything like mine, is most of them. If this saved you a future Power Query headache, a like genuinely helps the channel find more finance pros. And subscribe if you want these tests the day new models drop. Now, this was just one of 3 tests I ran on Fable 5 the day it launched. The full breakdown, including what happened when I handed it 2 days of bank data unsupervised, is linked right up here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely go deeper with this video. I'll catch you over there. Until then, this is Mike signing off from F9 Finance. Cheers.